So for those of you who didn't get a chance to see Pear Deck at the staff meeting in October, I wanted to give you guys a chance to see it a little bit here. So I just want to go through real quick how to make it. So here we have a Google slide. It's pretty short, but it's a static Google slide that I'm going to add some Pear Deck elements to. So this is just a title slide, so we're not going to bother with this one. But then here we have a question. So you're going to open the add-on, and if you don't have the add-on, you're going to get the add-on. And you'll see a menu bar on this side opens up. And you have Ask Student a Question right down here. And you're going to choose the type of question. So if I wanted to do this as a multiple choice question, I'd go ahead and click that. Another window will pop open, and it'll ask you to put in your options. So it is a light emitting diode, but we might also call it a little evil doohickey. Or possibly even a luminous elfin device. Whatever we wanted to do. You could add more, you can drag them around so you get them in different order, and then you'd click Update Slide. And what's going to happen is it's going to add the interactive question. You'll see a bar here appears at the bottom of your slide, and then also the notes appear here. So I'm going to move this up so you can read the notes. And it kind of just tells you what the Pear Deck add-on is doing to it. Okay? So for the next one, this one I'm going to say is a draggable. And again, the Pear Deck will pop up something. For a draggable item, you're going to choose a symbol. So I'm going to do a plus sign because I'm asking it to show the positive and the negative leads. And you can see this is resizing it. You can choose a different color. So if I want positive to be green, that's how that would go. And then add another. So I'm going to add a minus sign, and I'm going to make my minus sign red. And if you see these two right here in the preview, and then you update the slide. And you know that this has worked because it just simply adds it at the bottom, gives you your notes. Third one, easiest question to create. I'm just going to call this a drawing question because students are going to draw on it. It goes ahead and adds that. There's nothing for you to add as well. It's all student response. And those are 3 question types. I'm also going to show you that there is a template library right here. So if I'm going to choose maybe an end of lesson, perhaps I'm going to do some sort of closer. So I like this one. Just click on it, and it'll go ahead and it'll appear in your slideshow. And this will tell you what it is. This is a writing slide. It allows you to edit it if you want to change it here, but I'm going to go with what it says. Pretend your friend was absent from class today. Right? What would you say if you had to explain the lesson to your friend? So here we go. We have our presentation. And I'm just going to go ahead and click Present Lesson. Now, make sure you're clicking the Pear Deck Present Lesson rather than the Google Slides Present. But when you present the lesson, it'll pop up in a separate tab. It'll take a second to go ahead and find it, and it automatically gives you this code. So I'm going to show you both the presenter and the student view at the same time. It's going to be a little tricky, but I'm going to do it because this is what the student view looks like. So I'm going to enter the code. And I'm going to use this is my personal account that I'm using here. And you can see it pops up. You have 1 student connected. Immediately to ask the student this question, how are you feeling today? I'm going to go ahead and say I'm feeling just fine. And we're going to go ahead and start the presentation. So you'll see what I'm presenting here on the left is automatically going here on the right. So as I move through the next question, it goes there. Now here, because I'm in a smaller screen, it's not showing the answers. But there they are. So I would choose what I want. And I'm going to go back to that side screen. They can do this another way. They go ahead and switch instead of seeing the answers. Again, positive and negative. So they would drag it where they need it to go. Drawing. Here's their options. Pencil, direct lines, highlighters. They can choose colors. So I would draw it like this. However they need to draw it. Pretend your student was, your friend was absent, so we're going to answer the question here. We learned about lights. Hopefully your students would write something more productive. All right, and that's it. So from here, on the presentation, I can go back and forth. I can look at student responses right here. So if I want to see my student responses, there's my student response. It does have different grid layout and overlays, but because I only have one student, it's not going to really do much. Again, show the responses so you can see what the students have done. You'll notice that the student name is not here. If you want to see the student name, I'll show you that in just a minute. But what I am going to do is go ahead and click End. When you click End, you'll end the session, and you can go ahead and publish student takeaways, and you're going to save and end the session. So it's going to take a second to do those takeaways. And let me show you what that looks like. All right. So in the Google Drive, and this is, again, just my Google Drive as the presenter, it has a folder simply for Pear Deck. I have mine organized a little strangely. So what it's going to be doing is in your takeaways folder, and of course it's not there yet. Oh no, it is. Pear Deck Sandbox is what I named it. So here it is. This is what, it'll have a blank response sheet, and it'll also have this. This document is automatically shared with the student, and it has the static slides, what the slide looks like, and then what their response was. And if it's a draggable, they show exactly what they did. Drawing showed what they did, and it's all there. So your notes are automatically sent out to the students. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is that there is, in fact, a Pear Deck dashboard. So in a Pear Deck dashboard, once you're logged into peardeck.com, you can go ahead and pull up old sessions. You can go ahead and see the sessions with students' responses in here. So this is an older one that I did back in August. I'm going to pull this one up. And it shows you, where am I? Sorry about that. It shows you all of the responses here. So you can see you have the people's names attached to them in this view. This is what the overlay looks like. So you can see, there you go. The grid layouts, if you just want to see a quick, the whole class and how they did it, that's how you're going to go ahead and look at them. So you can see that again. When you are looking at a multiple choice, if you're looking at the overlay, there's like an option this way, so you can see how many students are getting it correct. Consensogram, so if you want to see the consensogram kind of thing, and most people here hadn't heard of it, and that's how you're going to see it from this option. Again, that's through Pear Deck itself. So I know that's a lot of information, and I hope it's good information. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, but I'm also going to include some links to some other helpful Pear Deck videos from Pear Deck itself, which are probably a little bit more professional. All right, thank you.